What does this draft look like if Andrew Berry crushes it in your mind?
Well, certainly, Hunter develops into this receiver you think he's going to be. I mean, think about, what David Njoku did in 2023. Think about what Jerry Jeudy did in 2024. Now you get to pair those two guys with a Travis Hunter in 2025. Um, I think getting Milroe, again, would work for this team. I think right around pick 67, you're probably looking at an edge rusher. And, you want somebody with ridiculous foot speed. That's what you were looking for here. That was certainly the allure with Abdul Carter is, hey, look how great Myles Garrett is on tape. Well, here's a guy, and he's even faster. Like that was kind of the allure. So, once you're running for your life away from Myles Garrett, most likely where are you going to be running your way to? So certainly something else there. No question a running back, a tight end. I think it's going to be, offensive skill heavy. You'll get your, defensive end. You're probably going to look, again, late day 3, you have 5 picks from 179 on the 255. So you're going to, certainly look, to acquire another defensive tackle there. You're probably going to look to bring in some safety help there. But you can do all that, and look, there's players to be had. There really are. The Browns usually try to operate between, their guidelines of, age, size, athletic testing, production. But I think they can put together a really solid draft class here. I think, there are some weak spots within this draft class. But unfortunately, for the positions that, are kind of weak in this draft class, they aren't the ones that are probably the most urgent needs for the Browns.